looking at this photograph, you see the tubing dangling down to the point where it reaches the syringe and the wide connector?
Yes, I do.
Right. And also, do you see at the top of this photograph the saline bag port with nothing attached to it? You see the bottom of the port?
I see, yes.
Okay.
It appears in this photograph there's nothing attached to it.
But when you observed it on June 25th, is that the condition it was in? In other
Yes.
words, the tubing was draped over the IV stand and not attached to the saline bag?
Correct.
All right.
To the bottom of the saline bag.
Not attached to the saline bag?
Yes.
It was draped over the IV
Draped
stand?
over the stand.
Time out.
Was it, on June 25th, was it attached to the saline bag?
No.
All right. Was it, in fact, just draped over the IV stand?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have nothing further.
Mr. Walgren, thank you. Mr. Chernoff, cross.
Can I have a break? Yes, please.
Sure. It's about time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take the mid-morning break. Of course, please remember all of the written and verbal admonishments. We'll take an approximately 20-minute break. We'll buzz you and you can buzz us. Thank you.
Emergency come to order. Court is again in session.
Thank you, Deputy Jones. Case of People versus Murray. The defendant, Dr. Murray, is present with all counsel is before. The people by all counsel is before. Ms. Fleak, once again, is on the stand. All jurors and alternates are present. Good morning again. Ms. Fleak, good morning again. Do you acknowledge you are still under oath and still sworn to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Cross-examination. Mr. Chernoff.
Ms. Fleak, welcome back.
Thank you.
You were on the stand yesterday for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And yesterday, in addition to a lot of questions that I asked you if you'd been in Michael Jackson's bedroom.
Yes.
And you said, I stuck my head in, but I didn't go in.
I said that I went in, and then you said you popped your head in, and I said I went in and I glanced around the room.
Well, let's take a look at this photo, which I showed you, which is now marked as People's 175. This is a photo of you, right?
Yes, it is.
Sticking your head out of the bathroom.
I believe I'm leaning in the hallway doorway. I'm not sticking my head out of the bathroom.
Well, what would be to your back in this picture, Miss Fleak?
The bathroom.
Let me show you Exhibit 174. This is People's Exhibit 174. Mr. Walgren drew this arrow here, which was pointing where you were facing. Is that correct?
Yes.
And this is the bathroom I asked you about on cross-examination yesterday.
Yes. I don't believe that photo before shows me inside the bathroom.
Let's just do this easy, Miss Fleak, okay? I'm just going to ask you some very simple questions, all right? I want to show you this picture. Mark, this is defense. I'm sorry, Judge. What is our number? Our next number?
I think we're up to India, I.
Lock this down. All right. This is a picture of the door you were looking out of. Is that right?
I don't know if that is or not.
Okay, Miss Fleak. Does that look like a toilet over there to you? Does that look like a toilet there on the left side?
Yes, it does.
Do you know what toilets are used for, Miss Fleak?
Objection argumentative.
Mr. Chernoff.
Is this the bathroom?
Just a
or-
moment, please.
Okay, all
Please
right. Let me
ask
rephrase.
an appropriate
Is this the
question.
bathroom or isn't it?
It does appear to be a bathroom, yes.
In order to get to the bathroom, you would have had to go through the master bedroom. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now let's go back to what I asked you yesterday about some pictures that were taken of the bathroom and the master bedroom. Make a note of that. We're going to need to get. What number? I'm going to show you defense JJ, Judge.
It's Mark, Juliet, Juliet.
You recognize this as a picture of Michael Jackson's bedroom as you went through to get to the bathroom.
I vaguely remember this photo, yes.
Let me show you defense KK, just 2 Ks, Judge.
Kilo, kilo.
Yes. This is another picture as we go around the horn in that bedroom. You vaguely remember this one as well?
Yes.
Let me show you defense exhibit LL. This goes around the horn even further. Do you recall this? Do you vaguely recognize this is further part of his bedroom?
Yes.
All right. And
Lima.
you notice that in this photo, the fireplace is on. Notice that?
I do see that, yes.
All right. And in this photo, you see where you have the television is on. It's on input for receiver. Do you see that?
I do see that.
Who took this photo?
I do not remember.
All right. Go to pictures of the bathroom. I'm going to mark this as defense exhibit KL, Ronell,
MM. Mike.
Defense exhibit MM. Recognize this as a picture of the bathroom, Michael Jackson's bathroom, his personal bathroom.
Yes, I do
All
know
right.
that that's that bathroom.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Yes.
All right. You recognize these 2 pill bottles?
I don't recognize those pill bottles, no.
NN, Judge. I'm on NN, defense exhibit NN.
November.
Do not object to relevance. These photographs were not taken that date.
Let me show you. Well,
At this point, I'm not going to sustain the objection to marking. Admission may be another issue.
you recognize this photograph?
No, I do not.
Do you know who took this photograph?
No, I do not.
Did the coroner, in your materials there, do you have a list of the evidence that was collected by the coroner's office?
I have the evidence that I collected, yes.
You don't have any other, you don't have a list of all the evidence that the coroner collected in your materials?
I have what I think is a total list, but I do not know what was collected on the 26th. I don't have a list of that day.
What about pill bottles? Do you know if they were collected by the coroner?
I don't know who they were collected by on the 26th. These pill bottles are from the 26th, from what I was told.
Who would know?
My supervisor, Assistant Chief Ed Winter.
Ed Winters again. Okay.
Winter.
Thank you. Winter. Thank you. We're going back to defense. This was FF. It was previously marked, Judge. Defense FF.
No, NN.
No, this is an old one. This is from yesterday. I showed it. This is defense FF. Do you know when this photo was taken?
I do not know when that one was taken.
Whose briefcase is that?
Do you know whose briefcase is sitting here on the...
No.
You notice that the pill or the bottles that were on that counter are now gone. You see that?
Objection. Misstates the testimony. This picture was taken previous to the prior picture.
The objection is sustained.
Do you see it? you see any pill bottles on this counter here?
No, I do not.
Let me show, since Mr. Walgren said that this was taken previously.
Wait, rather than editorializing, let me just ask a
Are we
question.
at 00? Is that right?
It is, please.
Let me show you defense 00. You recognize that briefcase?
No, I do not.
Do you recognize when this photo was taken?
No, I do not.
But you do see the pill bottles.
Yes, I do.
All right. Ms. Fleak, is there anything else you need to tell us? Is there anything you forgot or neglected to tell us from the last 2 days?
The objection sustained. The witness responds to questions.
Well, did you forget? Is there anything that you're keeping from us? I guess is my question.
Argumentative.
Sustained.
That's all I have.
Mr. Chernoff, thank you. Redirect, Mr. Walgren.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Again, may Ms. Fleak step down, subject to recall, Mr. Walgren.
Please, Your Honor.
Chernoff?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Fleak, again, remember the admonitions. Please don't discuss this case or your testimony with any other witness until we finish the trial. And once again, while you may step down and leave, you are to continue to remain on call and are subject to recall up until the end of the trial if necessary. Acceptable?
Yes.
Thank you. The people may call their next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people would call Detective Scott Smith to the stand.
Sir, please stand in the witness box.
Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated. Please state your name for the record. Spell your first and last names.
Scott Smith, SCOTT-SMITH.
Detective Smith, good morning.
Morning, sir.
As the investigator, you've been present during the earlier admonishments to witnesses.
Yes, sir.
Are they acceptable?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Direct examination by the people. Mr. Walgren.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
What do you do for a living?
I am a detective with the Los Angeles Police Department.
And how long have you been a Los Angeles police officer?
A little over 24 years.
And how long have you been a detective?
Approximately 20 years working the capacity in detective.
And in June of 2009, were you a detective with LAPD assigned to the Robbery Homicide Division?
Yes, I was.
And what is the Robbery Homicide Division?
Robbery Homicide Division is a division that specializes in investigations that may be lengthy and require resources that are typically not available to at the divisional level.
And on June 25th, 2009, were you working that day at Robbery Homicide?
Yes, I was.
And did you learn of the reported death of Michael Jackson, the decedent in this case?
Yes, sir.
How did you first become aware of that?
I was notified that day at approximately 15:30 hours by my supervisor.
Okay, that's 2:30 in the afternoon? I'm sorry. You say 15:30?
15:30, yes, 3:30 p.m.
And when you learned of the reported death of Michael Jackson at 3:30 in the afternoon, did you then proceed to the UCLA Ronald Reagan Medical Center?
Yes, sir.